Man Kitchen Recipes. I am Kevin, and no, this channel is not just for men. Tonight I'm going to make a stuffed Chicago-style pizza in the Blackstone cast iron deep dish pizza pan. Now I know, if you guys from Chicago or you live in Chicago or been to Chicago, this is not authentic, but it's going to be very close. And we're going to cook this in the Blackstone Pizza Oven. So let's go inside. I'll show you how we put it together. We'll get outside, we'll put it in there, and hopefully this turns out as good as the ones in Chicago. All right, before we get started with the dough and everything and the pizza, you want to take your cast iron pan, you want to get some butter in there, get it in there. Got that butter softened up and in the pan. You want to coat it nice and well. I don't have any of the shaker Parmesan, but I have some of this shredded, and I'm going to add some of that to this bottom. If you have the dry, it's in the can, you can just shake it in there like that. Just get a little bit of cheese on the bottom. And then we're going to take some cornmeal. I'm going to spread a little cornmeal in there. All right, I told you we were going to cheat. I'm using that thin crust pizza dough that I've said you can get at Walmart, Smith. This is the large pack. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some cornmeal down. Since I didn't make my own dough and not rolling it out myself, you do want to get that cornmeal in here. Okay, so you want to get that dough unrolled. There you go. So this is a stuffed pizza, so I do want to put a top on it. Hopefully this dough will stretch out large enough. That Blackstone cast iron deep dish pan is 9.5 by 9.5, so I'd imagine they call it a 10 by 10. All right, get your dough. I am going to have to stretch it out a little bit, and we'll put it in the pan. Let's see if we can get this thing stretched out big enough to fit in here. Since this dough isn't exactly square, it's rectangular. Right, I think that'll work. All right, next I'm going to lay in some of these giant pepperonis on the bottom. All right, next we're going to put the cheese. Yeah, shredded mozzarella. We're going to put lots of it. Probably all of this. Yeah, let's just do it all. Looks like a lot because it actually is a lot. Okay. Spread that out. All right, so now what we're going to do is top this off. I think I'm going to toss in a few more pieces of pepperoni. I know, this is not your standard Chicago deep dish, so we're going to have extra pepperoni. Get a little bit of water on my finger. We're going to go across the top. Hopefully it'll all stick nice together. A little bit of water. My dough all nice, and now it's all messed up. That's okay. So I'm going to get this covered just like this, and then I'm going to push it in my pan to help it all hold together. And then I'm going to cut some holes in it, kind of like you do for a pie. You want to let the steam get out. Doesn't matter what it looks like because we're putting sauce on top of here. I think I'll just sprinkle a little bit more cornmeal on there. Got to have that cornmeal flavor, right? And then I'm just using some Classico tomato and basil sauce. It's not pizza sauce, but I like this sauce. And we're going to put this all over the top. I'm going to make sure you get a nice layer on here. You really, if you can avoid getting any of the dough showing through, that's what you're aiming for. I think that's going to be enough. Then I'm going to add some Italian seasoning to the top of this. And I'm going to add some oregano. a little bit, get some oregano flakes in there. And of course, you know me, I'm gonna add my green and red Hatch chili flakes. Spice it up just a tiny bit. And then I know you're probably wondering, well, what about all that dough? Well, then you're just gonna take your knife or something and cut along the edge of your cast iron and take the excess dough off. Okay, just like you do a pie. Let's get this out to the Blackstone Pizza Oven. Right now, I've got this rolling at about 400. If you're doing this in your oven at home, you can do this at 500 degrees in your oven, but you want to make sure that you're at 500 for 15-20 minutes to let it all, make sure your oven is completely 500. This thing cooks so fast. It's getting up over 400, 450 is where I want it. So I'm going to stick that right there. Let's get this deep dish pizza in there and get it spinning. We'll have to keep an eye on this. I have no idea how long this is going to take in this type of an oven, yeah, let's let it roll. Okay, we are at the about 12 minutes right now, and really trying to let this go so this could cook in the center. It is bubbling up in the center, you can see that. And we got dough in there. We want that cooked too. We want the cheese melted. I turned this down all the way to the bottom, and we're still rolling at 400 degrees. I'm trying not to get these edges too burnt. I'm gonna go maybe another minute or two and we'll pull it out. We're at 14 minutes. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing out of here. I think it looks like it's done. The dough that's puffing up inside looks like it's done, so I'm gonna stop this. Look at this. Oh yeah. All right, let's get this over here on my wooden platter. All right, I'm gonna take this inside. The hardest part too is you gotta let this thing cool off. So we're gonna let it cool off for probably about 10 minutes. Then we'll take a look. Okay, as you can see, kind of looks like it still has kind of a heartbeat going on there from all the bubbling cheese. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna top it with a little bit more Parmesan while it's piping hot. All right, we're gonna let that sit like I said. A couple of these edges got a little darker than I really wanted it to, but you know what? In that pizza oven, looks like we're going to be fine. All right, this has been resting for a little bit. I'm going to see if I can get this out of this cast iron pan. Wish me luck. Looks like it wants to. I hope it don't mess it up too bad. All right. 2 spatulas, Blackstone spatulas. Looks like it did have a little hole in the bottom. Got a little cheese. Look at that. Look at that. We got some nice golden brown edges. I'm going to cut this. Let's go right there where we started. I think I'll just take this one in half. I'm going to see if I can get it back in that pan. Okay, I got it back in the pan. This one here did kind of scrunch up a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to let it cool down a little bit more before we dig into this. All right, let's see if I can't get a piece of this out of here. Let's go for this one right here. Look at that. Nice. Look at that cheese all stringy like that. All right, nice. There we go. There's my stuffed Chicago style pizza in the Blackstone cast iron deep dish pan in the Blackstone Pizza Oven. So let's go take a taste of this. All right, well there you go. Chicago style deep dish pizza in the Blackstone deep dish cast iron pan in the pizza oven. Instead of in an oven, I might have let it cool down a little bit more, but I can't wait. Let's see if we can get a nice cheesy bite here. Look at that. You know, I ate at Giordano's, however you say it, over in Chicago. Their deep dish stuffed pizza like this, I gotta tell you, this is pretty darn close. You can use any cast iron pan, throw it in your oven if you don't have a pizza oven. I had to turn that thing all the way down to keep it at 400 so that I didn't get too black of edges. They're a little dark, but I mean, look at the crust, right? Perfect. All right. So, hey, Chicago style deep dish pizzas, you know, it's not authentic, but that's okay. It's tasty, and thanks for checking this out. If you get a chance, make you one of these, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and come back and see what else I got cooking.